breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the pigs lie, it's about to begin. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells you when Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that is trying to hide. Look on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation. Yeah, here in Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation.
I don't know, man. I don't like this. You want to walk up there or you want to go back? I don't think we can make it.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Holy moly, that was Hurricane Ian footage. Never, always intense. My most intense storm I've ever been in, and probably many of you, for sure, that were in it. That's not what we want this season, ever, that's for sure. So good morning, everybody. What's up? It's Tuesday. It looks like I'm streaming. Everything looks good. This is good. Yesterday started out a little rocky, but we're good right now. That's good. I'm a one-man band here over in Oldsmar, so me and the dogs. It's Tuesday. What did I say? That's a good one. All right, so I think we had Hunter yesterday, so we alternate dogs. So we'll say our good mornings here to everybody. So we are coming to you live from Oldsmar. Oldsmar is a little city. Well, it's a big city now. We're sandwiched between Tampa Bay and St. Petersburg, pretty much, Clearwater area. Upper Tampa Bay. My home and Louie's home. He gave me the look today when I picked him up, like, oh, not me today. So we got a little bit of weather to talk about. Not a lot out there. We got storms brewing, but nothing tropical. So if you're coming here to find out about tropics, it's quiet. So you can go if you want. Oh, Valerie Gentry, what's up? Where you been hanging now that we lost our little party spot? The Rays did not win, Chris. 4-3. Siri hit a 3-run homer, but it wasn't enough. It's always the teams that aren't that good that give you the most trouble. Especially in football. It's like every given Sunday, right? Anybody can win. So, yeah, things are quiet with a K, Joel. Yeah, you remember that. I didn't type that yet. I'll start typing quiet with a K when we get into the season, when things get a little nervous. But anyway, we're streaming to you live from Oldsmar, as I mentioned. This is our daily brew. We're live every Monday through Friday this time of the year, 9:19 Eastern. It's been that way for 5 years at least, so you don't need notifications. It's 9:19. I have it in the header. I have it all over the place. It's our 5th year of ABC sponsoring us here at MWP. We love them to death. So it's the only place to go if you live in Florida. Walk in proud, knowing that you are a fellow Floridian who can take on anything. Hurricane man, hurricane woman, nothing can stop us. We can take it. We can handle any storm out there. All right. There's the tropical graphic of the day. Hey Tom, what's up? Thank you, Miss Loretta Reed. How are you doing? God, I always mess up. Denise, is that right? Man, I butchered that one, I think. Good morning from Bahamas. Things are quiet. Maybe little storms today. Today's Tuesday. Nah, not as many as yesterday. Things are quieting down there. So there you go. Amber wants some waves. What kind of waves? Tropical waves or beach waves? Are you a surfer? What's up, Miss Shelly Ross? Where's Shelly Ross, our world famous social media ologist admin? What's up, Stephanie Stokes? How's it going up Panama City? How's our mayor, Mr. Mark, doing up there? Tropical waves she wants. Well, there's one coming if you live down there in the Lesser Antilles. We're going to talk about that. The GFS Phantom Storm was fiction. There is no Gulf hurricane. So that's good. What do you think about that? All right. So we'll say goodbye to Louie. Oh, you tickle your nose. So we have a new animal. I told Emily if she got good grades, she could get a guinea pig. Shelly, don't laugh. The girls, I gave in, and now she has a guinea pig. Let me tell you what, it's a lot cheaper than a Frenchie. She wanted Luke Combs concert tickets, a lot cheaper than that. So guinea pig. We'll see how this goes. But she had rats back in the day. We had rats for years. She must like rodents. I don't know why. All right, so we are going to talk about hurricane stuff. So stay tuned for that. I got some history. We're going to look back at some El Nino years. Of course, the chitter chatter is the how strong El Nino might be this year and what that might mean. Waters are hot. Same old thing we keep talking about. Vicky Hill, what do you think about that? Florida Panhandle from Morgan. What's up, Ms. Morgan? Sindel from Watha, North Carolina. I like North Carolina. Eric said the Gulf's 86, getting warm, going to warm up quick. So we're streaming live on, of course, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody tuning in here. We got chit chat going on both sides. Who's going to clean the cage? I know, Brad. Don't tell me that. Oh, I know, we had rats. I know, man. It's not my thing. Good morning, Miss Thomas. How's it going? Port St. Lucie, Aaron. Got some from Trinidad. That's pretty awesome. You got some waves coming down your way. Giving you some water. Brad. Or another Brad. We got two Brads there talking. Shelly, I don't know. You might be getting both of these things. I might be bringing it over to you. Mason has a guinea pig. Okay, well, cool. Then you need to give Julie some pointers about that, because I don't know. What's up, Miss Valerie Bauer? Good morning. Renee from Jacksonville. All right, so anyway. So we'll be talking a lot of tropics in the near future, possibly, as we get into the season. I'm not a official meteorologist. I'm a social meteorologist, is what they call me. So that's a disclaimer we must make. All right, so tropics are quiet. Remember, this is a new map. It goes out 7 days. Here, let's say hi to Hunter since he's over here playing with Louie. This is Hunter. I didn't do it. What's up, little guy? All right, so let's talk about weather real quick. So it's in her bedroom there, Vicky Hill. She wants it. It was only the first night. I have a feeling that once it starts making noise, she probably won't want it in there. We might be giving it away soon. Oh, great. We don't want it eating things. Great. Oh, Lord. All right, so here's a couple things let's talk about real quick. So today we got a lingering front. So we always go to surface charts. Pretty interesting weather pattern today. It's pretty important to bring it up, I guess, especially if you're living here. So this is a warm front. It's lingering, not a cold front, as you know. These can produce storms. It's a frontal boundary. That big old yellow area is storms. It's going to be the same tomorrow. And you know what's interesting about this today? Let me show you today. This is interesting for today. Let me show you what's going on. Let's go to the south here and bring it up. Hail. Look at this. This is today. So big old area hail from Texas to Georgia. You hear that Kane Brown song, Bury Me in Georgia? Awesome song. Bury Me in Georgia. So Texas to Georgia, hail. Hail! When they have the probability, when they have a hatched area, as you see here, this is probabilities of you could have 2 inches or more of hail. That just means thunderstorms are going to be bigger than normal. That means they're going to rise taller thunderstorms, more chances that moisture bounces around before it finally falls. Convection. So big hail today. But what? Look at tomorrow. Even more tomorrow. Wednesday. Look at this, man. We got red hail markers. So that's pretty big area for south. Very unusual to have hail this far south. And this is down into the Florida Panhandle tomorrow. And it's stretching to the Atlantic coast tomorrow. So 2 days, man. And look at, they're even marking Thursday now as storms. So here's today's storms. Or that's just tomorrow, excuse me. Let me get back up to Tuesday. Here's Tuesday. Storms today, Texas to the Atlantic coast. Tomorrow, storms again, orange, not good. Tomorrow, Wednesday. And then we're even getting into Thursday. Now, they probably will bump up. They usually don't go yellow 3 days out, but this is on Thursday. And look, it's starting to inch south into more Florida. So our storms might wiggle a little farther south as our front drapes down Thursday. This is a frontal boundary. They linguini. Add that to the list of food references. So we'll see what Thursday brings. So there you go. Big weather in the next 3 days. It's just going to be popping storms throughout the day. We'll look at radar here in a little bit. It's just afternoon stuff. Tornado-wise, it's a little bit of risk today. I mean, 2% doesn't mean, you can get a little spin up. This is your tornado 2% chances. Wednesday, about the same. So, you can have a sporadic tornado pop up. And like I said, here's Thursday. We'll see what Thursday brings. So there's your weather in a nutshell. Look, weather in a nutshell. Have you followed me on TikTok yet? I got a lot of people over there. TikTok has now become my second largest audience. I got look at this. I got the challenge coin thing. Well, I don't want to move it. So I've been showing everybody the progress of my challenge coin thing. So it really came out good. Let me take a picture and I'll show you. Then we'll start talking tropics. I promise you that. So here is my challenge coin collection. Let me show you here. It came out so good. So good. So good. And I got... there it is right there. Look at all those awesome challenge coins. Isn't that cool? There's a lot of them, man. Pretty cool, man. So thank you everybody that sent those over the years. Jamie, what storms are dissipating? Where you at? Jamie, let me know where. I'll talk to you about it. If you're talking about the Florida West Coast, we've had a strong, persistent wind from the west, and that's pretty much eliminating rain chances along the west coast of Florida. They are all pushing in middle state to the east coast. It's too early in the year for tropical waves to really make an impact yet. So, all right. Okay, let's see what's going else otherwise. Let's just talk about rain real quick. I just want to get into that, and then we'll get into tropics. Let's talk about rain. Just kind of give you an idea of what's going on here for the next few days. Let's see here. So, southeast, let's just focus on that because that's pretty much where everything's falling. Here's your rain map through next. Let's go to Friday. Here's Friday. All right. Pretty much right here. Here's rainfall through Friday night. So basically the next 4 days. You can see Florida West Coast is from Tampa Bay south, almost Zippo. A lot of rain to Panhandle, a lot of rain to Georgia. We could have 4 or 5 inches of rain possibly in parts of Georgia as this frontal line lingers. There's your rain. There's your rain. We can look at weekend rains. Let's look at weekend rains. Here is the weekend. Let's talk about Saturday. Going into Sunday. Same thing. That lingering front. So Florida, Peninsula, not a lot of rain. Then even through the weekend. Here's your weekend rains. Here's Saturday. Heavy rain, Alabama. Saturday rains, and then Sunday rains. So random stuff. There's no big system coming into town to really mess things up. And again, here's your total rainfall through Sunday of next week. Let's just go that far out right there. So that's it. Panhandle gets a lot. Peninsula gets a little. There you go. Dry rainy season's here. Correct, Miss Dawn. Jason didn't know I was over there. How about that? Hey, Mr. Will Parker. Good morning. Beaufort, South Carolina. I love it. All right, so the other big news, of course, is heat. We got tremendous heat coming in the next week. Today's heat index, pretty far, man. It was pretty hot. Let's look at today's Euro. Quite intense heat. So let's look at heat index. And as we get into today, this is incredible. We're going to have 100-degree heat indexes. Today, look at this. Let's super zoom it. So we're going to see 110 plus heat indexes for the bottom half of Texas, 100 across Louisiana today. We're going to see 101 possibly over there by you on the East Coast, 100 in Jacksonville, 99 in Tampa Bay, 99 down there in Fort Myers. So it's hot. This is heat index. It's supposed to be hotter Thursday and Friday. That's incredible, right? Let's look at Thursday, Friday real quick. And then we'll get into tropics. Let's just focus on the southeast real quick. And then we know Texas is probably one of their hottest days. But let's look at heat index. So let's go to the latest 00Z. All right, so tomorrow, same. A little hotter on Thursday. We got 103s in Louisiana, 104, 102 in New Orleans. This is heat, and it's going to be hot. Louisiana, man, with all that humidity, it's going to be awful. So heat index is going to be out of this world, man, on Thursday, Friday. Ugh. Little cool down Saturday, thank goodness, because Emily's playing softball. Oh, God, look at Louisiana. Look at this, man. Let's go to Texas. So that big heat, definitely that draping front comes down a little bit. So the weekend isn't too bad for the southeast, far as Florida, and I don't know, it kind of comes back Sunday though. But look at this. Look at Texas, and so this is incredible. Let's look at this. All right, so tomorrow, same. This is pretty much 110 plus. But look at no, there's no way. There's no way. 120? I mean, look at these pockets of heat. Look at. Oh my goodness gracious. 113. This is on Friday. Those air conditioners are going to be out. Oh my God. Look at Louisiana, man. What the heck's going on in Louisiana? What are you doing in Louisiana here? What's going on? You got 120 degree heat index Sunday. That's incredible. Let's pop it down here. These make these thunderstorms extra big too, and that's why we have these hail possible. Look at that. Oh my gosh. 120. Now, of course, this is so random, but Anything in this red is 110 plus heat indexes. That's awful. Yuck. So anyway, week of hot weather. I don't know if the HRR has run that long yet. We can start looking at radar. The flow, the main thing today is the flow is all the same. West to east. There's these storms. I mean, you can just see them. Big old storms. This is through today. You can see the storms here. They're just going to be hit or miss who gets them. Tomorrow, the frontal line drips a little farther south. You can see that. See those storms getting down in a little farther upper Gulf now tomorrow. We could have some big ones tomorrow across the Panhandle. They might get down there a little closer to the peninsula tomorrow. This is Wednesday. Strong storms though the next couple of days. No tornado chances are low. Not impossible. But anyway. Hi. Oh, can I show everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Did you name it yet?
No.
Here's the. Shelly, hit the drum roll.
Don't put me in it because I look.
I know you look like. Come here, buddy. All right.
Dad. No.
I got him. Somebody said you got a.
Squirmy.
He's squirmy.
Yeah.
Did he like you?
Yeah.
The world premiere
Why are you holding it like that?
of the guinea pig. I don't know how to hold the damn thing. There he is. We're gonna name him something. He doesn't like the camera. Oh God, take him back. Does he poop on you ever?
No.
Hey, buddy. He's a cute little guy.
I know.
Look, it's the world premiere of the guinea pig. She wanted to name him Miss Piggy. I think it's awesome because there's a hurricane hunter. Please.
No.
You originally said Miss Piggy. All right, take him back or take her back. Cyclone. How about that? That'd be a cool name. Anyway, all right, tropics. So, my buddy Philip Klotzbach, he is the guy that comes up with all the hurricane forecasts from Colorado State University. We're going to talk hurricanes now because I got some stuff to show you. Cute. Linguini. How about Linguini? What's up, James? I like Cyclone. Tom, the dogs don't really care. Ryan, that's the first of and the last. Hey, like I said, she had rats before. All right, so let's talk tropics. Drum roll, tropics. That was the world premiere, by the way. World premiere of the guinea pig. God, it feels hot in here all of a sudden. I hope my AC didn't break. Sitting here talking about ACs. Probably that last Jack and Coke I had last night. Hey, what's up, Stacy from St. Thomas? How about that? We got tropical wave coming your way. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about the tropics, then I want to get into this. All right, so tropics. So long range, all right, let's go to tropical tidbits. I want to show you what's going on. So long range, everything panned out. That GFS was fantasy. So that happened. All right, so we're going to look at a couple things. There's a wave coming off of Africa that is getting some support, and it's probably going to reach here about the 21st. So if you're down in the islands, Lesser Antilles, obviously Virgin Islands, we have a lot of people down that neck of the woods. That's going to bend upwards, so you're probably going to get your first wave of the year as far as any good moisture around the 21st, 21. So that's kind of what we're watching. This whole general area is kind of lowering pressures. Sometimes you can get a little storm spit out of there, but most of the time they come this way. But spot to watch, and little bit of hints that we could see an old frontal line try to get going and go that way. So nothing really brewing, but this wave's still there. So let's talk about this wave. Let's show you what's going on down the road. And we'll fast forward to the 21st right here. Well, it's a little slower. Here's the 21st. Right here. Boom. GFS is a little slower. But there it is. Now, GFS is aggressive with it. Weakens it, and of course it pulls the system up out of the CAG, Central American Gyre, but it's, take it for a grain of salt. But this looks more realistic. And so far nothing's really developing in it, but it could bring some action from the NHC to watch it. We'll see. Consistent. The icon has been consistently showing it as a low pressure area down there. doesn't go out that far, but you can kind of see it popping here and there, the 18th and 19th. Crap, what was I trying to say here? Let's go to 12Z. There it is right here. You can see it kind of sniffing it out. So yeah, looks like we're going to have a wave come off of Africa. Very uncommon for one of these little guys to be organized or named. We showed that yesterday. But it's possible. And here's the euro showing a weak signature around the 21st. That's very consistent. Canadian model showing the same. Very weak little surface low possibly showing up. So there you go. Here's the old frontal line to the 18th. Notice the Gulf and Caribbean isn't showing up on the euro at all. So we're not really watching the Caribbean yet. So there you go. Who knows? Let's look at ensembles real quick. Let's go look at some ensembles. And then we'll talk about what Philip had to say. Here's your ensemble map. So this goes out 15 days. Let's go back about 12 days here. All right. So 12 days ensemble map. We're having 0 European ensembles showing anything coming up from the Caribbean. So again, chances are very low anything out of here happens. Some old frontal line might get going on the coast here, but this is kind of the tropical wave right here we're watching. So, yeah, we got people watching in the islands, right? Really good look at it would be on the infrared loop here, showing possible juice coming across. And you can see it coming across right here. There it is. This is what we're watching. This is the 18th, 19th, 20th time frame. And it reaches the islands around the 21st. So that's pretty much what's been consistent. So, yeah, that's it. Nothing to worry about, but definitely, timing is the same as it was yesterday. Virgin Islands area, the islands down here, the 21st, we could start to see the first sign of some juice reaching you next week. Less than 10 days. So definitely possible with the water temps that they are in that main development region. And it's the first time any one's pulled up. And this is likely due to a frontal line pushing away any sort of blocking high and allowing this thing to curve up because of this frontal line pushing the high pressure away. There you go. Another one coming off Africa in 10 days. So, the Africa's juicy. That's what they're all talking about. The Africa's juicy. Anytime the Africa monsoonal season is active, then we'll have these waves. But there's still a lot of wind shear blowing in the wind. That'd be a cool name of a bar. Wind shear. Maybe it wouldn't be. Your tropical shear maps kind of solidifying that statement of shear. Here's the wind maps about 10 days from now. This is the 20th, and you can see just a lot of wind shear in that Caribbean, and that's kind of a product of El Nino. So there's your strong wind shear in the Caribbean. Again, Caribbean years, or El Nino years, man. A lot of years where there's been nothing in this general area right here. And that's due to the strong Pacific jet stream of high level winds coming across. So we're already starting to see that. And, that wave is going to encounter that stuff. The 22nd, a lot of wind shear. So doesn't look like it's going to be much. Maybe a little window of opportunity here in the Atlantic. But I'm not seeing anything solid. And that's all I got to say about that. Father's Day Sunday. Sunday. All right, so we talked about the 3 days ahead. Let's do a little beach and boating real quick. Had some boaters ask me yesterday. Let's see if it's still pretty nice. Sunday morning. nothing really showing up organized. High pressure, you can see that high pressure this Monday. So, oh, we got some gusty winds here on Sunday morning into Texas. You can see the winds rolling in across the Gulf. This is fueling storms. Actually, let's see. We had signs of storms this weekend for the upper Gulf Coast. Let's take a look at that. I think there's going to be a chance here. Yep, Sunday. Let's see Saturday. So here's Saturday. Yeah. So the reason the temperatures are cooling down on Saturday for the southeast and Florida is that draping front could bring some rain. It looks like dipping south here. Little line pushes through Florida. That's interesting, right? This is Saturday. That's interesting. Little line of storms. But then on Sunday, we had storms showing up yesterday. Yeah, there's some right here. Nothing organized. There's really no big weather to talk about. This is interesting on Sunday night. Line of storms maybe coming through Tennessee. Let's see if the Storm Prediction Center is talking about that yet for anything. Storms in the Tennessee Valley, Gulf States on Sunday. Oh, that's interesting. 14. So they're talking about that energy shoving southeast Saturday. Huh. Maybe. Could be some storms pushing Saturday. That's kind of what we just saw. All right, so Saturday we could see some. This is what they're talking about Saturday. This little bubble of storm potential possibly shoving southeast Saturday. But I don't know. There's really nothing. Isobar. Beards and Aquatics. How do you get that name over there on YouTube? Anyway. Mark Hall says Goldfish likes to watch Finding Nemo. That's funny. All right, so let's do it. Let's talk about this Philip comment. So this is posted today. Weekly. This is your Nino region. This is where they measure whether or not we're in El Nino or La Nina. It's warming up quick. So he compared 4 other Junes have had the same exact, roughly, same temperatures here in this region. 83, 87, 97, 15. So what a lot of forecasters try to do is compare El Ninos to other years, and this point in time, 4 other years had the same exact El Nino. Now, what's interesting though is when you go back and look at 2 things. So we're going to compare water temperatures with anomaly maps and compare the same years that he mentions with current water temperatures. So let's go monthly here, and we will go to US. So we're going to compare those years' water temperatures. So he says, all right, 1983. So we're going to look at these 4 years right here and see what hurricane season did with these 4 years, that this El Nino number was the same in June as these 4 years. So 1983, this is your anomaly map. 1983, let's just say August. That's kind of middle season, whatever. We can go September, same thing. Notice the water temperatures. So in 1983, the water temperatures were below normal. Anytime you see white, it means the water temperatures are pretty much where they usually are. Blue means the water temperatures were about a degree or 2 below normal this year. So in 1983, the water temperatures were a degree or 2 below normal in peak season. In June, they were about the same. 2 degrees, 3 degrees, a lot of blue, right? So the point of that is in 1983, we had a lot of cool waters. We go to now, that's what they're looking at now. So This is May. This is the big question mark. So 1983 was a strong El Nino year. Water temperatures were a little bit below normal. We have a strong El Nino possibly coming, but our water temperatures are way above normal. So no one really knows what this water temperature being above normal is going to do. I posted a 1983 graphic earlier today. Let me find it. And we'll look at the other years too. I always show 1983. I didn't even realize it was 1983 was a El Nino. Whoops, that's me live. We don't want to listen to that. No, I don't like to watch myself. So here is 1983. All right. So this is that strong El Nino year, and I like looking at history. And this is the year we talked about Major Hurricane Alicia. So 4 storms that year. Waters were cooler than normal, right? Still had major hurricane hit Texas. I mean, water temperatures were 2 degrees below normal. I misspoke a lot. This Barry storm, it's listed as an H up here with 70 knots. I never looked at the color code. Yellow means it was a tropical storm, so it was not a hurricane that hit Florida. But it said it was a hurricane at 70 knots, so I don't know. But anyway, one storm, 83, right? Incredible. It only takes one. 1983. Let's look at the other years. We always show that year. I want to show, let's fast forward. I show 15 a lot too. So let's look at 87, 97. We never talk about 87. So let's look at 87 water temperatures. So let's fast forward to 87. And I feel like Marty McFly. Doc Brown. Set 88. Let's go 88 miles an hour. All right, 87. All right, 87. Let's look at, well, first off, let's look at now. So 87, another strong El Nino year. Look at water temperatures were way below normal. Blue is way below normal. Not way, but still 2 degrees below normal, right? For the most part. These are monthly totals, and then again, if you're just joining, fast forward to today. So there's a 4 to 5 degree temperature swing. This is now in June, no, May. We haven't even got June numbers yet. Water temperatures are above normal, a lot. Now, so we look back at 87, water temperatures were cold. Let's look at the hurricane season in 1987. Because we're comparing 4 years that had the same temperatures in El Nino, basically, trying to compare years here. So let's go to 87. I have no idea what 87 brought. I was a kid burning rubber tires off of my dad's Goodyear Eagles. Oops, that's not right. 1997. 1987. Here we go. 87. Ooh, that's big. 87. So 87, we had one major hurricane turn, hit Hispaniola. That was Emily. That was a big, strong one, actually. And as you can see, it's pretty light. Still kind of went through the Caribbean, though. We had one hurricane hit the Keys. That was Floyd, Hurricane Floyd, 1987. Hit the Keys. Notice they always curve north to northeast. That's just a natural phenomenon with hurricanes most of the time. So 87 was light. There's only seven storms that year, right? So we're seeing a pattern. El Nino, 4 storms, 7 storms with the temperatures the same. But we still had 2 landfalling, one down in Hispaniola and one in Florida. Hurricane Floyd. Interesting, right? All right. Let's look at 1997 water temperatures. First look at water temperatures. 1997. Well, we got to go. I got to click the button a lot. So let's just click and I'll talk. 88 mile an hour. Kiki, let's look at water temperatures after 97. Beards grew a beard and love fishing. Hey, Alan from Manitoba. That's awesome. Good to have you, buddy. I'm way down here in Florida. All right, 97. We're almost there. We're going back to the future. All right, let's look at May 1997. Look at where we're at now. Oh my God, look how cold the water was then. So what we're learning here is this is a very unusual year, and that's what they're all saying. The 3 prior years that had strong El Nino at this point in June out in the Pacific, waters were really cold on this side. Look how cool the waters were in 97. Like cooler. These are the coolest waters in May. Let's go to peak of season. They averaged up a little bit, not really though. Look at blue, a lot of blue down here. So that's about an average year temperature in 1997. But where we're at now, here's June. What they're doing is comparing water temperatures now versus what they were. So June 1997, basically June now is May. Weekly, it's a lot redder. This is monthly averages, so we haven't gone through the month of June yet, but it's more red. If once June comes out, it's even redder than this, oranger than this. So anyway, water temperatures in normal. So the pattern we've seen is this: 83, 87, 97. Strong El Nino years at this point in June. The water temperatures were way cooler than they are now. And now we're going to look at what the hurricane season was like in 1997. 1997. Oh, it's little. Where did it go? Why is it so little? 97. 8 storms. So what we had, 4 storms, 7 storms, 8 storms. We had 1 hurricane in the Gulf. Pretty strong, 980. That would be number 5. That was Danny. Hurricane Danny hit, it looks like Mobile. Did anybody, is Telford here? I think he's a Mobile person. So 97 El Nino year. Notice the Caribbean shut down. Typical, right? 1 major hurricane out there in the Atlantic. Didn't hit anybody, but it's strong, Erica. So we're seeing the 3 years that were strong El Nino, the waters were way cooler. The Caribbean was pretty much shut down to a point as far as Western Caribbean, and they've all produced a major hurricane. So again, numbers are down in El Nino, but there's always that opportunity for a strong system. So we had major hurricane Erica. Now we already know 15 because I talk about it all the time, but let's look at the water temperatures in 15. First for Kiki though, let's look at 2004. I can slide bar. What the hell am I so stupid? I didn't know there's a slide bar there. All right, so here is for, let's go to June of 2004. Normal temperatures again, right? Whites and blues, and maybe a little warmer in the Gulf in June. Let's go to August. Look at that. Look at that. Look at September. So this is very interesting. September 2004 was an El Nino year. That was the year of Florida getting 4 hurricanes that year. When I started my love of weather. It's when Mike's Weather Page was born, 2004. But look at the water temperatures in September 2004, man. They were actually cooler than normal. And they were still hot, but as far as normal goes, they were about 1 degree to 2 degrees below. We had Jean, we had Francis, we had Ivan, and Charlie. So what's interesting with Charlie was it would actually strengthen over some cooler than normal waters. So we're seeing a pattern. 4 was an average year of water temperatures. It was an El Nino year. Not strong El Nino year though, but the waters were. So again, going back to this water temperature thing, the thing that's got everybody baffled is the water's never been this hot in June as far as the whole basin goes, and that's what's got everybody kind of curious. The water temperatures are just way above normal right now. Will they even out? All right, 15. Let's go to 15 real quick. I'm really curious what the water temperatures were. That was our other year that they use as an analog year to compare. Oh, it's a little hotter though. Look at that. So 15. These are 30-year averages. Here's May. All right, so 15 was kind of warm. There's June, July. Kind of normal across the basin though. A lot of this is because of strong winds help cool the waters. August. So it was kind of warm actually in 15. 15 was right here. We talk about this all the time. There's 15. So we had really nothing in the Caribbean. A great example of 15 right here is, again, we had storms shut down basically right here through the Caribbean area. We had a hurricane, major hurricane, week into a hurricane, week into a tropical storm, and then totally dissipated. Number 4, that was Danny, Major Hurricane Danny. So you can see how everything just got cut off here with this strong wind shear like that. So definitely wind shear limits Caribbean activity. But this is my thinking more than anything. We've seen it. Pop-up storms in the Gulf with Michael, Alicia. What was that one to hit? I forget now. We just showed it in 87, 97. But anyway, this is the area that I'm worried about right here. This is where Joaquin, Katie, I said it. Katie, I got your challenge coins here that you guys gave me, by the way. You were like the first ones, I think, that gave me one. I think the coolest one I got is this one right here. This is from Mr. Kevin Guthrie himself. He said it's very rare. He doesn't hand these out very often, so that was a nice one. I got a bunch of FBI coins. I got a bunch of local sheriffs. There's a sheriff's office. Who's this one? Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Check that out. Jacksonville. But anyway, I got USF coming over here to do a big article today, so I had to clean up. I love it when people come to the house because it means the house gets cleaned up. Anyway, so look, so there you go. And what's got me worried about this region right here is we saw Andrew, Dorian. They were beginning years El Nino. We saw Francis and Jean. We saw Florence come across. Joaquin right here. So this area might be shut down, but this is the area that I think we need to watch. And always watching the Gulf. It doesn't matter. What we have seen, it does not matter. El Nino, La Nina. The Gulf is always the place to watch. Rapid intensification is real. The hotter that water is. So there's your history lesson for the day. All right, I like that. It builds my brain up. Now, I'll forget everything by tomorrow, and we'll do it again. But anyway. Jody, it will be an interesting year. Jody, I believe you are a Brew Crew member. I appreciate it. All the Brew Crew people. Listen, that's how we do it. That's how we roll. If you appreciate what we do here. Cheers. $4.99 a month. You can be a supporter of MWP. Just think about it. You order a pizza, you tip $10. They deliver to the wrong house. It's cold. You still tip $10. Never see that guy again the rest of your life. For $4.99, man, you get weather every day of the week, every month of the year. You get videos. You get everything. Jason, El Nino typically means storms. This wind. Jet stream always produces unsettled weather. So typical rainy season, about this, it just intensifies storms. And really, Florida Southeast starts to see the effects of El Nino fall in winter because of the jet stream. The jet stream allows more unsettled weather. And we're seeing that if you just tuned in. I'm really surprised today. I didn't really think of this too much, but I'm really surprised today that we have two areas of hail today and tomorrow. This is today. Large hail outlook today. That's a large area that we can see 2-inch plus hail. And then tomorrow, even more. Red. So any storm tomorrow is going to have the ability to be pretty dang strong tomorrow with hail. So that's kind of uncommon. 2 days of Strong hail. So we know we got the heat coming. We talked about that a lot. Don't really see anything else really out there. Our heat index is, this is a great map on Bay News 9. I have them linked. When you click on those, they go to Bay News 9, Spectrum News. Now it's Spectrum News 9. But this map here is showing you, not too long ago it was all green. Now we're starting to see favorable conditions if tropics were to try to develop. And that's just, here's a Barron Hurricane Index. Oh, forbidden. I feel like I just broke the law. What does that mean? I'm forbidden. Access denied. I gotta check that link. There we go. This is your hurricane intensity model that shows you if everything lined up and all the stars lined up, what the maximum conditions could be if things were perfect. And you can see the Atlantic's already supportive of H2, H3, H4, even the Gulf's H5. So this basically just tells you that the Gulf temperature is where it needs to be. Maximum winds you could reach. So I don't know how. I mean, it doesn't mean we're going to get a storm. It just means the atmosphere, the water temperatures basically will allow major hurricane. But there's a lot of other factors. I just clicked on the link. I don't know why. I got to fix the one, though. I feel like I just broke the law. Here's your global tropics hazards map showing you that increased moisture 21st through 27th. This is that wave that we're seeing. So it's, got a lot of people watching down there. You're going to get some juice, it looks like. Not sure it's going to be tropical or not. That's all I got to say about that. So I wish there was more. Christian, hey buddy, modeling. There's new satellites. I haven't researched the new satellite enough yet. Nobody really has access to know how well. I don't know if it's going to. I think it's going to affect more real time stuff than modeling. Modeling, is more upper air, tropical genesis type stuff. I mean, as we saw with the GFS, it already started the season out wrong. More than once. But I'm going to do my homework on it. I think you've mentioned to me before. Jason, I don't think El Nino affects afternoon showers. So, anyway, I'll do some more homework on it. Good time to fix broken links. Yeah, well, I'm sure there's a few on here. If you haven't noticed, I got a bazillion links over here. Look at, if you want to know what a tut is. It is a tropic upper trough that's a big old mess of wind shear, basically, in the Atlantic. So, I forget. Now, AMO I just added because I thought this was really fascinating, the AMO. It's a 20 to 40 year cycle of surface temperatures in the oceans. I was trying to find a graphic showing you. I don't know why we don't have it. But all about the AMO. We are in a warm section of the AMO right now. That's why the water temperatures are warm. Cape launch info. I have all kinds of stuff. Even a webcam map, wind bar. That's some cool stuff. Tornado formation. This is a good one. Let's see YouTube. I better not play it though. You get in trouble. Well, it's from NOAA. I doubt they would go after me. El Nino. I got a lot of good stuff on here. And then down here we even have more hurricane helpful links. How to have kids deal with natural disasters. Hide from the wind. Basement flood guide. Pet disaster preparedness. Look at that. Wait a minute, that's the wrong link. Oh. Oh, they changed it. Oh, God, now I gotta find the pet one. Where'd the pet one go? Now I got... Well, maybe I should check all this stuff. I haven't checked it this season. Most of them are water damage. Of course, I click on two that were wrong. Protecting from the wind. Nope, page not found. FEMA. Oh, God. Well, I know what I'm doing later, Shelly. That's a FEMA page. I don't get links like, why do they change link addresses? Let's see the important thing. Red Cross Family Disaster Plan. That's perfect. That works fine. How do you create your Red Cross Family Disaster Plan? Let's make sure that these two work. Disaster Supply Kit. Ready.gov kit. All right, well, they work. That's good. Those are important. They're importanter. Anyway, all right. Well, I think we rambled on enough. Dennis. Yeah, Dennis got in trouble. Vicky Hill, you're welcome. Thanks for coming. I know, Links, I got a big interview I got to do. That's my work for the day. Maybe tomorrow. All right. Any more questions we can chit-chat about? Robert wants to know if no hurricanes coming to Florida soon. No. Yeah, things are quiet. Have a great day, Telford. See you in there, buddy. Yeah, anything new we can talk about? Nope. You know, I got the tropical outlook here. I bet you didn't know that. If you click this little window right here, if you want to wake up in the morning and listen, that's the updated tropical.
The tropical weather outlook issued at 7:25 a.m. For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 7 days.
That's cool. Derek asks a great question. Why is it cool in the Carolinas? Well, basically, we've had a very strong wind, high pressure, basically. I was trying to find a good map here. Let's look at the... Oh, I really don't have a good U.S. map. This one might be good. Maybe we can zoom in on it. Oh, hey, Greg. Thanks for watching, buddy. You're sneaky. I know you're always watching. Open image and new tab. All right, here's the United States. So we've had strong winds this year, rolling here like that. Strong winds rolling basically from the north, and that has considerably cooled the waters off the Carolina coast. I think I saw South Carolina had one of their coolest Mays ever. So this region right here has definitely been cool, and it's basically just the upper level winds have been constantly blowing strong winds. And, you know, we've had a lot of talk the last month about these coastal winds, these frontal lines setting up basically. So it's just been this pattern that we're in with the high pressure systems continually just blowing in the winds, strong winds aloft, you know, keeping things cool. And, you know, like I said, this whole region right here is, I think South Carolina had one of their coolest Mays ever. And this whole region itself has been cooler than normal. And you can see that here with the water temperatures here on Tropical Tidbits. We see the water temperatures have been, you know, a little cooler. This is your 7-day change, actually. We got to go to the anomaly map. They're warming up, but your basic 7-day, your overall water anomaly map is just showing you these coastal waters have been cooler than normal, and that's just the way it is, man. The winds kind of roll down. So, anyway, I love that computer voice, Joel. And I do have all the local NOAA maps here. This is a website here. I don't know if anybody listens to them or not, but somebody put this together with all the NOAA weather radio, and I've actually could not find a station before, and I'll go to this site and I'll drive and listen. So here's Tampa.
Lows in the upper 70s.
So if you know, I don't think they have all the stations on here, but if you want to listen to your no weather radio and you are on a computer or a mobile, you can find it right here. Helped me a lot when I was chasing storms in Louisiana, because I was able to listen to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, on Tuesday, June 13th, at Baton Rouge, partly.
Can somebody explain this to me first off? So that guy that does this, like, how does he do every station? Like, he must talk like so much. Because every station I've ever clicked on, it's the same guy. Like, I don't know how he does it. I mean, he must always be reading scripts. I'd be wore out if I was him. Right. Cool. Well, hey, as always, really appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, TikTok. TikTok's growing a little bit. It's kind of fun. Do these little quickies. And, yeah, Twitter over there. Appreciate it. Facebook's always got a big crowd. So there you go. We'll see what tomorrow brings, right? All right. So I'll be doing my little interview here in a little bit, cleaning up, and see what Emily chooses the name. I guess tomorrow's big news breaking tomorrow on the Daily Brew will be what they decided to name the guinea pig. That'll be the big drama. All right. Well, have a great day, everybody. See you. Bye-bye.